If you love what we do, then please consider supporting CryptFail on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show.
He gets out of the car.
Yeah, Wren will get out of the car too. Meaning Cipher can climb or move the back seat.
She's actually lightly snoring in the back seat and drooling
Cipher.
against the back
Cipher.
window. She wakes up. She's like...
We're here.
And rubs her eyes.
she's looking around. She looks out the window. Oh. And she climbs over the seat and heads out at Wren's side.
And Terrence is walking into Cornerstones.
So is Wren.
Cipher will grab her bag with a laptop. She's picked up a laptop and opened it up again. And is there confirmation on there? Mr. GM, Mr. Sir? Cool.
Haha. Figured.
Alright. Cipher will close the lid, put it back in her backpack, and chase after the other two.
Chase.
Terrence finds Lambert and starts grumbling to him about how Cipher called him old.
And he gives you a hug. Looks at Wren in the cat suit, goes, dig it. Meow.
Thanks.
I'm interested to know how Shark says meow.
He just said it.
Without lips.
So like that.
He does too have lips.
Oh, does he?
I could prove it to you.
I suppose Talents would know. Yeah, which... Huh?
Delayed reaction.
Alright, well, I will transfer both of you the money. I offered to give my bit of it back since they didn't seem too happy, but they said not to, so at least that's good.
Well, so long as you weren't talking to Mr. Book like I was talking to those, I don't know, ninja nuns, then it should be fine.
No, I don't believe I mentioned anything about a package or whatever it was you were saying to the nuns.
Well, I just mean being jokey or making puns because you're nervous.
Didn't make any puns. He says to be careful because as technology may assume that since we were there and then there was weird stuff, that those things might be connected.
So, does that mean we have to break back in and cause more weird stuff?
Well, we're not there, just so there...
Yep.
You could just blame the weird stuff on the super weird ninja nun warrior people.
I think...
They were significantly more weird than us.
Yeah, but they seem more like, like... all intense and trained and stuff, and not like they're gonna be just getting lost in a building and doing whatever it is we did.
So Cipher's sitting down. She's pulled her laptop out of the bag. She's got a laptop open now and she's typing, banging away on the keyboard.
So anyway, be careful, I guess. They might not... I mean, they've seen you two, but they might not know who you are. They did have a picture of me. I don't like that.
Who has
exactly
a picture
what,
of you? The guard people?
When we went to pick up Tracy, they had a picture of me.
Wouldn't they have that just for confirmation of identifying us as people who are actually supposed to be there?
Yeah, but it's a picture of me that looked like it was from about 6 months ago, before we ever had this job.
Ah, that is alarming. Why would they have that?
I couldn't say. Whoever Mr. Book's employer is seems to know a lot of things that I wish he didn't.
That's fair. As long as I don't have to meet any more people who know more about my family than I do, I'm good.
And what are you so interested in, Cipher?
She looks up, and she already looks like she's starting to get tired again. Nothing. She looks back down at her laptop.
Kara, you look like you're about to fall asleep.
I'm fine.
Terry, tell her she's not fine. I think she listens to you more than me.
You think she listens to me?
I didn't say listens, I said more than me.
She just called me old.
So, if she thinks you're old, maybe she'll listen to you. She also said I was ancient, like, last month, so I wouldn't worry about it.
No, she can't do that either. Cipher's like, fuck.
Terrence calls one of the fairies over and gets ignored, so he tries to call again for a fairy. Mr. GM.
Sorry?
Terrence is calling a fairy.
And has 2 times.
Over.
Yep. One flies over.
Do you guys have little fairy beds on loan by any chance?
And she frowns.
Fairy bed.
Yeah, just a small bed for any fairies who come through who want to sleep over the night.
Yeah,
Are you gonna shrink her and put her in a
Can
tiny
we rent
bed?
one?
sure.
Thank you. And a change of clothes in the same size, if that's possible at all.
Sure.
Oh. Okay.
And Terrence will sit there and wait for those things to arrive.
And about 5 minutes later, comes over.
Cipher face palms her forehead.
What's wrong,
Hey.
Cipher?
Nothing.
Yeah,
She starts typing away back on a keyboard
you're being
again.
a lot less forthcoming than usual.
And there is clothes and a tiny key.
Thank you very much. Which room is this for?
314. F.
Thank you very much. Where is 314F?
It is level 3, room 14, F for fairy.
Is it by any chance very high up on a wall?
They're like P.O. boxes.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, Terrence is going to turn to Cipher, and he's going to hand her the vial of shrinking potion.
She's busily typing away. She doesn't even notice.
Typling?
Typing. We're using really good English today.
Don't
Best.
bother me, I'm snipering.
I'm an...
I'm snipering and typling. My 2 best things.
Does it make it worse that I'm an academic?
Hey, it's bad if I do it because I was an English major.
Oh, jeez. Terrence is going to very gently take Cipher's left hand and place the vial in it without saying anything and hope that she just, like,
She
unconsciously...
brushes your hand away.
Rude.
She's really focused on something.
All right. Terrence pushes down the laptop screen a little bit and says, "Hey, what are you doing?"
She looks up at Terrence, and if eyes could kill, Terrence would be a pile of molten flesh on the
Right, she's
floor.
gonna look over
Meantime,
her
he is
shoulder and
completely
see if she can
unfazed.
see what she's doing because she's being weird.
What are you doing, Cipher?
How many whites do we have to spend?
I think you had 3, but people don't like spending them.
Oh, I think we just forget.
Well, Cipher spending
Doesn't she have to get the party's approval
one. So we have to. Is the party willing to let Cipher
to stop
spend
the party from
what?
figuring out what she's doing?
She's
What's the rule for if the party is going against the party?
She's Do I need to tell? Do I have to tell?
You don't have to tell.
It's a precautionary measure.
Okay.
What?
Do we need to be worried?
No.
All right, well, how long is this gonna take? Because you looked like you were gonna pass out about 3 minutes ago.
Not long, but if I don't get it done now, it's not going to happen.
All right, when you're done doing what you're doing, drink this, okay? And he puts the vial on the table beside her laptop.
She's like really looking confused at the vial.
No, finish your stuff and then drink the thing.
She raises her hand and bang. Oh, really?
1 advantage.
What is wrong with Dice Maiden?
This isn't Dice Maiden. That's what's wrong.
Oh my god. Cipher's like... She's just looking at the screen. She's gone, like, instantly pale.
I take it we should be concerned now?
But you have an advantage, so at least there's some good out of this.
The dice spots really don't like us.
Yeah, the advantage is she didn't throw her laptop across the room in a fit of rage.
Start.
That is an advantage. I as GM and God, I would say I'm allowing you to use it in a little more useful way, but that is an advantage.
So the advantage is, like, her tracks are covered, but it was that part of it started, but never actually got through to do what it was supposed to do. So, yeah, probably by the time that it was just too late. I should have done this, like, and she's like rubbing the left side of her head, and she looks at the flask, and she looks up at Terrence, and she's, what do you want me to drink that for?
Well, judging by the look of absolute despair on your face, you probably would have done a better job at whatever you were trying to do if you slept a little bit. This'll help.
And
Not with
Ren's
the
just-
sleeping part, but with the convenience of sleeping part.
Ren's just waiting to see what happens.
How? So that was a pretty weak argument. But Cipher gives in. She takes the vial and she unscrews it. She's like, if I must. And she swigs it. And she's like, oh my God, what the heck is this
What,
crap?
you don't like strawberry flavor?
No.
Green and strawberries. Okay, got it.
What?
Bad to Cipher.
I could have sworn I saw you eating a pile of strawberries at one point.
Nope.
I like how you're just rolling with the fact that Cipher doesn't like strawberries.
Disgusting things.
So
there.
Green strawberries would be the worst.
They got green leaves. Yeah, green and strawberries. The two worst things in the world.
Really? I could think of worse things than those.
And in the middle of Cipher talking, what looks like a glitter explosion happens and completely engulfs her. And you can't see her, but instead of like falling everywhere and getting glitter everywhere, it starts like disappearing because, you know, it's just magic. It's not actual glitter. And then it's just a pile of clothes and Cipher is gone.
What the heck?
Except Cipher isn't gone. She's just tiny and buried in her own clothes. She is now the size of a fairy.
Hang on, is she awake?
It wasn't a sleeping potion.
What? You've gotta be.
You weren't listening, were you?
Simon's like looking okay.
What the fuck have you done to
He
me?
shrunk you.
Terrence hands her the tiny pair of pajamas that the
have you done
fairy
this
gave her.
to me?
Put these on.
Are you crazy?
Cipher, put on the clothes. You're not wearing anything.
And she's like
In her own
standing
clothes,
there.
probably.
Yep.
Because it would have gone,
Hey.
In
Yeah.
the midst of
Oh,
all our
inside
own
her own-
clothes. Yeah.
Well, she would have climbed out of the clothes. Yes.
This only worked
So
so
there's
well
fairy
because you weren't
clothes.
paying attention.
I know. Terry, how long does that last, though?
It lasts until 3 a.m. So,
Yeah, so if she
she's
goes
good
and
for
sleeps-
at least.
Which
Yeah, but if she falls asleep in the little fairy-like box in the wall, and then it's past 3 a.m. and she gets big again, she's gonna die.
Wren, I'm not gonna leave her there overnight. We don't usually stay past 2.
No?
What time is it now?
No idea.
It's Boxing Day. What time did we?
We left like in the afternoon.
Yep. So it's probably around 5 or 6 at this point. So
Alright.
Cipher should be able to get a solid 8 hours of sleep now that she's too small to accomplish anything.
Yeah, we see you. You're tiny. And still not wearing anything. Put on the clothes.
Why bother?
Cause you'll get cold.
She's like looking really daggers at Terrence at the moment.
Terrence starts waving his hand in front of her to blow cold air at her. Which feels like
feeling the
a
wind.
small gale to her at this point, I'm sure.
Oh dear.
I keep forgetting that I covered my... So, he's doing this.
How do the fairies feel about her right now?
I can only imagine they're laughing hysterically.
The larger one, which is Bob.
She needs to put some clothes on.
Yeah, we're
We
telling
can't
her.
carry her to a room. It'll be a HR issue.
Cipher, can you put the clothes on?
I'm gonna lick every plate.
What plate?
I swear.
You can't reach the plates, Cipher. Put your clothes on.
Why have you done this to me?
So you sleep.
I'm so stressed out now I can't sleep.
But you can't work either,
Oh, no.
which was the point.
You can literally do nothing but sleep at this point.
Oh, I don't challenge her. I'm sure
She's
she'll
about
find
About
some
to be
kind
put
of...
in a mailbox, clothes or no, I will carry her there myself if I have to.
In a mailbox?
No, in a room
wall.
with a bed.
Well, yeah, it's got a bed, but it's basically a mailbox on the wall.
A tiny little fairy room, Cipher.
It's not fair. You're cruel. Cruel.
Okay, can you get dressed?
I don't know, can I?
Yeah,
Where are the
you've got a
clothes?
tiny pair of pajamas that have been placed beside you, so yes.
Oh, heck.
Cipher's like, I don't know, can I?
They do have cuts on the
not
back though
green,
for
are they?
wings.
Cipher gets dressed into the pygmy pajamas.
I like how when I started this and Aaron started paying attention, he knew exactly what I was doing and you were still off in La La Land. And he was
thought-
doing this for like a solid 10 minutes before you realized what happened.
The fairies are laughing.
She's going on a long range comms check.
Yeah, the fairies place.
They do.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
There was an entire episode where they played Star Trek.
Yes, there is. So maybe they know about that somehow. Maybe our Star Trek game takes place within the Shadowrun universe.
Or they just listen to podcasts.
All right, Cipher, you're gonna sleep apparently.
Cipher's
our
sitting down
channel.
with her arms folded.
Do you need to
looking-
eat anything? Like, you wouldn't need to eat that much right now, I assume. So it'd be very economical.
She rolls her eyes.
We could give you a shot glass of whiskey and it's basically half of your body mass right now.
Oh, wouldn't that kill her? Don't do that.
She, on her butt, uses her feet to wiggle herself into so she spins on her butt, facing away from Terrence.
Oh, she's sulking.
Adriana's holding up her hand.
Cipher,
So she gets her legs up and she moves
Who's hol-
herself around this way, so she's not facing Terrence anymore.
who's holding
Who's
up their
holding
hand?
up their hand?
She's one of the fairies.
One of the fairies?
Yes.
How long does the
Adriana.
potion last?
Until 3 a.m.
What happens if she's in one of the rooms and she gets bigger?
I said that already. Terry said he won't let that happen.
Okay.
No, we're gonna pick her up at about 2
Okay.
Yeah, I already brought that up, because then she'd, like, die or break a hole in the wall or both. Yeah, bad.
Cypher's liking this less and less.
No, that's not gonna happen, Cipher.
You can't let me die.
No? Are you not
You better
listening
be.
again?
Okay, you know
You
what?
could fall asleep.
I've already rented the fairy room, but I can set you up in... Lambert has a spare room, right? I remember something about that. Is the fairy answering me? Yeah. All right. We can set you up in Lambert's spare bedroom. I'm not entirely sure he'd be a fan of that, or you, but at least then we don't have to wake you up at 2 a.m. and you can just sleep there without fear of, expanding into a space that's too small for you to exist in.
You're so tiny, I could just shut you in my pocket and take you to my house and you wouldn't be able to see it.
Please, Wren.
I'm not actually gonna do that.
Oh, who do you dislike more? False promises or somebody who's actually trying to help you?
Who's that? Who's talking?
Terry?
Oh, that's it. Terrence goes to the bar and he gets a napkin and he picks Cipher up in the napkin and bundles her up like one of those, like, running away from home packages.
Just how big is Cipher at the, like, is she like this or this?
She's
Like,
It's berry sized. She's
And
little.
one of the fairies is like,
Don't take it near the kitchen. There's a chance, just a little, but there's a chance that she might fall in the eggs. I know, right?
Oh, Cipher.
You're not taking me anywhere near the kitchen.
Look, do you want... I can stay here with her again if she's gonna sleep here and you don't want to bother Lambert.
I mean, I think it's alright.
I mean, it's no trouble.
and he comes back and he walks up and he's like, so how's everyone doing? What the hell?
No, she would have poked her head out because she would have been responding to the pygmies about the you're not taking me into the kitchen.
There's no way I'm gonna end up in soup.
Cipher is small.
Cipher is small.
Who's
Very
staring at?
willingly drank a vial of shrink me liquid after I told her what it was, and then got angry because she wasn't paying attention when I told her what it was.
Why?
So she can't work.
So she can sleep, because she hasn't slept in about 2 months now.
Leans in and he's like staring at Cipher. Why, Cipher? Cipher, why? 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 Why does it have to come to this?
What are you looking at me like that for?
He sounds so distraught.
I was misled. I was betrayed.
I think it did. It did, short ass.
Betrayed, I tell you. And
She's like,
betrayed.
Oh yeah, we're not the same
I
height
told
anymore.
you what the potion did, and you were so out of it from lack of sleep that you weren't paying attention.
We had this big long discussion about where Terry was gonna get the bed and the clothes, and I said I was gonna stick around to see what happened. We were talking about it, you just weren't listening.
You're so small. And you weren't exactly
Yeah,
big
she
to
is.
begin with.
she sticks her tongue out at him.
He goes over, I'm not touching your laptop. I'm not touching your laptop.
And Terrence looks over and he's like, all right,
She's
that's a bit
fuming at
much."
the moment. She's
He's
really.
like, I know it's petty, but give me this.
She's stressed enough.
So now the question is where she's gonna sleep.
Well, if you're sticking around anyway, I don't mind
In a
letting you
mousetrap.
hang out with her, but
Just try and wake me up. Just try.
Cipher, do you want to sleep in one of the little fairy rooms till 2? Do you want to stay with I think Terry said Lambert had a spare room, or do you want to stay with me in one of the extra rooms?
She points at Wren.
Okay. Then we'll do
Terrence
that.
hands the package of Cipher over to Wren.
I will take it. And I mean, Wren and Cipher borrowed a room just like 2 nights ago, so I'll assume it's still free. Okay, so Terry, your plan was that Cipher would sleep now? What's happening?
She's got very near a solid 8 hours of time before this potion wears off, so she can sleep.
Okay, great. I guess we will go upstairs then. I will send you money.
Oh, right. Payment for the job.
Yep, that.
How'd that go?
What did you say, Cipher? Sorry.
She said brilliant.
Brilliant.
In a
Wow.
tiny voice.
I don't know if I'd say brilliant. Cipher?
I mean, I thought we did well, but apparently we got in trouble for not being subtle enough.
Well, the scary guy who shot someone told us that maybe we should have been a little more stealthy. So, there's that.
Who are you doing the job for?
But
Mr. Book.
Alright.
he said they might think it was us because they knew we were there, and then they knew strange things happened. So, that's great.
There were also these crazy ninja nuns, though.
Yeah, but are the nuns... Okay, who do you think of the two groups, the weird militant nuns or us, who are they gonna think caused an illusion of a dancing fairy?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't, like... They had some artifacts of magical value on them.
Okay, but I think if they were gonna, like, go break in and do stuff, they would have been a little more organized, probably. They have that air about them.
They have an air of when they fuck up royally.
They also had an air of not liking Terry.
They just have no humor. No appreciation for good jokes. And he's like divaing the audacity.
Well, they're pretty much the best that they do, bar none.
Terry made a joke about a habit and then hid behind the hostage.
Yeah,
returning.
don't do that. They don't have a sense of humor.
Well, they asked me if I had a package, and they were talking about a poor girl who has been clearly brainwashed.
Yeah, but they don't care about that. She was a job.
Alright, well, I am sorry, and if they do figure out it was us, I will say you weren't there.
None of us were there.
Oh,
Wait.
they know I was there. They got my picture. But I don't know that they have anything on you.
Just the eyewitness accounts of like 4 different security guards.
Wait, they saw you?
It'll be fine. Yeah, at the gate.
Oh, those ones. Yes, okay. Well, dye your hair.
Color has this weird thing of not sticking in my hair. My hair just wants to be white or silver or whatever you want to call this mess.
Yeah.
And he's like pulling at his hair.
Well, I have to re-dye mine anyway.
Cipher was
Cipher?
going to say something, but
It is
seems
not
like
naturally purple, no.
it seems like she was going to say something, but then she stopped.
And for you, little missy, my hair has been this color my entire life. Even when I was a young bab, younger than you.
We don't know how old she is.
She's like looking around as if to find where the source of the voice is coming from.
She's still ignoring you. Okay, Cipher, do you need, like, food or anything before we go make you sleep?
She looks up at Wren. She's like pleading eyes.
I don't want to go.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Stuff?
What, are you gonna hop
What
from
stuff?
key to key? How are you gonna hold down
What
shift?
stuff do you want to do, Cipher?
I can do that.
No, Cipher, you are too small to use a laptop. That was the point. What's done is done. So we're going upstairs, and I'm sure exhaustion will take hold eventually, and you'll fall asleep. Until then, you can complain at me about all the things you'd rather be doing.
She tucks herself back into the napkin so you can't see her.
Okay.
Too bad
do you want-
the tiny Cipher can't hear me because she wouldn't hear me offering to buy her a shot of whiskey. Because, if Cipher can't hear me, she can't say yes, which means I can't buy her the shot of whiskey.
Wren is looking to the napkin to see if there's any response.
Nope, she's just shaking her head. Nope.
And so Terrence goes up to the bar and he buys a shot of whiskey and he's like, "Are you sure you don't want this? I have to drink it all by myself?" He's like slowly bringing it up.
Cipher, if you want any, you just have to acknowledge he exists.
She like cups around her mouth.
Doesn't he remember that I'm trying to quit?
You said you only tried to quit on your birthday and then after that you give up.
She looks like she's just about to answer that. She remembered who it was coming from.
Are you actually trying to quit, Cipher? You can answer, because you're not pretending I don't exist.
I can try again.
Okay. No one will make you
Terrence
drink
drinks
anything
the
if you
shot.
don't want to. Okay. Do you want me to grab your laptop before heading upstairs? Okay, you're not using it, but I'll bring it.
I'm a bag.
Wren will grab all of Cipher's stuff, clothes, bag, everything.
Make sure to put it in the safe where she can't get it.
Is there a safe?
Really? There's a safe in all the hotel rooms.
But is it a hotel exactly?
Some of them do function as hotel rooms. I remember this from early game.
Oh, okay. Well, if I'll see what I can do.
Electronic safe?
And
Yep. But it also has one of those key dials that are giant and about the size of Cipher.
which she can't use.
She jumps on the top and it's like spins. Jumps the other way.
I was going to
Alright,
say where there's a
well-
will, there's a way, but she doesn't have much of a willpower. So, yeah.
Alright, Wren's got all of Cipher's stuff. She's gonna turn to Terry. She's gonna say, okay, I guess we're going... Honestly, I mean it. If anybody asks you anything, you weren't there. You don't have to get involved with that.
Okay.
Great. And Wren will head upstairs.
And I guess by association of being carried, Cipher will as well.
Cipher's coming. Cipher cannot remain downstairs unless she's chewed a hole through the napkin and jumped out when Wren wasn't looking. Fall into the ground. Broken a limb.
Oh god.
Yeah, so Wren will put Cipher's laptop somewhere she can't get at it. And be like, okay, well,
The safe is on the top shelf of a closet.
yeah. Be like, I mean, do you want to sleep on the bed? It's really big compared to you. Does that work?
As long as you don't roll on top of me.
Okay, I'll put a pillow between you and me so I can't crush you.
Episode 36, The Death of Cipher.
I'm sorry, Adam. You actually look really distraught.
For the first time in the game, I'm actually feeling stressed out for my character.
Or, if you'd like, what we could do is take one of the pillows off
I
the
understand
bed
how
and
Becca
put that on the
feels.
floor, and you could use it as a mattress.
But she feels that way in every single game we play, regardless of genre or type.
I just feel bad because you're looking genuinely upset. That was not my intention. With
I know, I'm not, but I do feeling mildly stressed for Cipher because of it.
Cipher,
She's
Cipher,
joking.
we'll take a pillow off the bed, and you can use that as a bed. Because you're
You
tiny.
could open the side table drawer and stuff the pillow in there, and it could function as a makeshift bed.
No, not a drawer in case she sleeps longer. No, well, just put a pillow on the floor and you can sleep on it and grab just a corner of the blanket or something.
All right, she does that. She actually opens up the pillowcase and slides in.
Gets in it. All right. Go to sleep. I mean, I know you're not going to immediately. What I mean is don't do anything
The
else.
fuck do I call this episode?
Because I am going to make sure you don't.
What, Mr.
What
Mr.
happened?
GM?
Yeah, what
are
the
you gonna
fuck do I
call
call
this
this episode?
Mini Cipher.
I'm at a genuine loss.
Who knows? As are we all.
I normally have some idea, but I got none.
Hey, look, things get out of hand.
Things get out of
Illusions and
hand.
alchemy.
You're fine, that's the name. Things got out of hand.
That's a good one. Yep. In fairness, it all got out of hand.
In fact. Just call it, that was not a spring morning. And everyone else can be as confused
Until
as
they get
me.
to that bit.
Yeah. All right.
All right, my apologies for complicating everything.
You are complicated.
My apologies for texting Cipher and inciting the fairy and
Hey, that's
fog.
where things
incident.
started to
In fact,
go
you
wrong.
called it inciting them into doing things.
That's why I'm apologizing.
Okay, while all that's happening, Terrence is like, "Hey, Lambert, the house is
Yeah.
empty.
Oh yeah.
You want to come over?"
Oh, yeah. I hope Dylan drops in on you guys.
From the ceiling.
He was,
is he on the
watching all
ceiling?
along. He just
Why is Dylan on the ceiling?
It said drops in on them.
drops in because he's dropped in on him.
I don't want to put a... You still don't have a mattress.
That's Terry.
Weren't they turning up?
Huh?
On tomorrow.
The next day.
3 a.m. Mattresses. 24-hour delivery.
Don't have a mattress
Oop.
though. Forgot about that.
We only got half of that.
And Cipher isn't there to respond. Shush with your quips.
Cypher's projecting.
Okay, so if you don't have any mattresses, where were the two of you, sleeping when you weren't staying
Beanbag
at
for
Cornerstones?
Cipher.
But Terry?
Cipher basically not, because she face planted into the ground at one point. Terrence took a bunch of blankets and basically made them into a really thin futon and was sleeping on that.
All right.
It's only
He grabs
been a
his
few
coat
days.
and he's going for the door.
And Terrence is like, I just said there's no mattress.
I don't care.
All right. And Terrence will follow him.
Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future. starring Becca as Terry the Mage, RavenInsane as Cipher the Hacker, Emily as Wren the Thief, and Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Syrinscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Crit Fail production.